Rich Rapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network, TNN Trap News Network, TNN Trap News Network. Rich Rapper tapping in, tapping in, trapping in, trapping in, tapping in, trapping in. Back in this thing like cracking this thing. Y'all know the deal. Rich Rapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network, TNN Trap News Network. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Rich Rapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the Rich Rapper Mafia. You feel me? You feel me? January 26th, we are doing a live music review. Hit me on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. If you want to be a part of that live music review, get into my DM on Instagram. We will get you registered. You feel me? You feel me? What was I finna say? My bad. My mods are going wild in the chat. Shout out to the mods. Yeah, man. All right. We finna jump into this content, man. Up the 26th. Y'all know what I mean? For right now, yep. We waiting to see what happens. I'm just waiting on the boss. 10,000 subscribers, new page. We giving away $100. 10,000, 20,000 subscribers on the old page. There we go. When a new page gets to when a new page gets to 10,000 subscribers, we giving away $100. When the old page gets to 20,000, we giving away another 100. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Y'all know what I mean? You feel me? You feel me? We got my man Point and Shoot. What do they call him in Flakkiana's chat? Because you can't write Point and Shoot. Aim and click. Aim and pow. My man Point and Shoot, man, is going over the details of Flakkiana trying to sue him. You know, Flakkiana's been on a run all over the internet lying to the public about what's going on with his situation with PNS. My man Point and Shoot, he's getting into it with the sheriff. Point and Shoot. Let's get into this content. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go.
All right, so for this video, I want to talk to you guys about my legal battles that I'm dealing with right now with these two idiots. So let me just explain what's been going on. So I had made a video exposing all of the deception of the Jala.
Frederick Jala is my real name.
And how he sent me a copyright strike just to get my information. He admitted to this in a video.
Getting your identity by forcing you out of your rabbit hole with this copyright strike.
And I talked about how he lied to his own audience about why he sent me the copyright strike. And I had this whole 50-minute video all covering Jala. Frederick Minyengo Jala Tokpa. Okay, he's got many names.
Yo, this nigga Point and Shoot is hilarious.
Sent me the copyright strike, and I had this whole 50-minute video all covering Jala. Frederick Minyengo Jala Tokpa. Okay, he's got many names. Some people just call him Jala the Hutt, which is one of my favorites. And so I had this video explaining the copyright strikes and everything else, and the video got taken down, and I want to explain why it got taken down. It was taken down via copyright strike from a guy named Troy Terrain. And for those who don't know who Troy Terrain is, he is DJ Star from the Star and Buck Wild Show, a former radio show from the East Coast.
Am I tripping, or did Star get knocked out or got caught messing with the boy? Something's tricky about this guy, but I'm sure Point and Shoot knows. I can't remember what happened, but let's keep going.
Successful back in the day, but unfortunately, DJ Star wrecked his own career and had an epic fall from grace that he never really recovered from. I mean, his career is fucking. I mean, his ass got fucking fired.
What? Competing DJs caught in the middle, a 4-year-old girl. Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Rawson here now with the story. Jeff?
Clearly this feud is getting out of control. DJ Star from Power...
Oh, that's right. He threatened a little girl. That's right. Didn't he threaten DJ Envy's daughter or something like that?
105.
Didn't he threaten DJ? I think it was DJ Envy's daughter, wasn't he?
Actually went on the air and threatened sexual assault against a 4-year-old girl. That girl is the daughter of a rival DJ on Hot 97. Tonight...
Yeah, I think it was DJ Envy's daughter.
DJ Star has been suspended. Now local leaders want him arrested.
So this failure of a disgraced former DJ sent me a false copyright strike to try to silence me, because I was shitting on him in the video about Jala, and he didn't like that very much, and I don't think he realized who he was messing with, but he sent me this false DMCA copyright strike takedown. It's a legal action. See, what Jala and Troy Terrain don't understand is that sending a copyright strike on YouTube is a legal action. It's not just some little game that YouTube allows you to play. That's actually a legal action that YouTube has tools for built into their platform. So these people are actually bringing legal action against people by sending copyright strikes. I'm not sure if they're aware of that. But luckily for me, it doesn't matter if they're aware of the law. If you break the law, it doesn't matter if you don't know the law. You have to know the law if you're going to use it like this. So it doesn't matter if they claim ignorance, they're still liable, okay? And my theory on this, in my opinion, I think that Jala and DJ Star, aka Troy Terrain, are doing this because it's a way that they found that they can get videos taken down and cause direct harm to YouTube channels that they don't like. And so this is what I've been dealing with. Troy Terrain got my entire Poetic Jala video taken down. The 50-minute video got taken down for copyright infringement because for a few seconds in that video, I showed a screenshot of Troy Terrain's YouTube homepage. What? And he says that he owns copyright for the profile picture and the thumbnails. And that I've infringed upon him and that I'm causing him damages. He said he's suing me for $5,000. The guy is out of his fucking mind. He's an old kook. And so he's sending me this because he says he doesn't want
He's an old kook.
to be involved in drama. That's what he said in the email. He reached out and said, hey, could you edit out the part that I'm in and you can just go after Jala? And I said, absolutely 100% no. What? You are involved. And so it became apparent.
That nigga said absolutely 100% no. You are involved. You got fades, bro.
That Star just doesn't like being talked about, especially in a negative way. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk about him in a negative way, and there's absolutely nothing he can do about it. There will be no copyrighted nothing. I'm actually going to show you guys clippings from the New York Times. This is a news publication. This article's still up for everyone to go read. And I do want to say that I believe that DJ Star is going to be pretty furious about this. So I'm going to enjoy this very much talking about this. And this is not defamation. This is all just the news. I'm not alleging anything. I don't know anything. I'm just reading and reacting and interpreting the news. And I would like to say that I don't intend to defame or depopularize DJ Star in any way. I'm just trying to illustrate my point as to why I think that he sent me a copyright strike. It was to suppress this. And unfortunately for DJ Star, this is public information and he is a public figure and this is a matter of public concern, okay? So I'm actually engaged in constitutionally protected commentary. So let's start from the top. It says DJ is a...
Nobody cooks really quite as well as point and shoot. His cook is crazy. Boom.
Arrested over his threat to rival's child. Threat to rival's child? Well, what did he say? And it says right here, it says, detectives yesterday arrested a popular disc jockey with one of the city's leading hip-hop stations for making on-air threats to track down and abuse a 4-year-old daughter of a rival. What? That's what he did. I'll come for your kids, Mr. Terrain said that day, adding that he would pay $500 to anyone who told him where the girl attended school. Okay, that's absolutely 100% disgusting. What? That's creepy as fuck. I'm glad that you got arrested.
Yo, that's creepy, eepy. That is creepy. Why are you asking for the address to where a 5-year-old goes to school?
Okay? I am extremely happy that this happened to you. As a matter of fact, I might celebrate this tonight. I might open up a bottle of wine. What? Maybe put out some cheese and some nice apple slices or something just to celebrate this.
Some cheese, wine, and apple slices. Wine, cheese, and apple slices, point and shoot is absolutely Barnaculius.
I mean, could you imagine how bad you would have to be to say something like this? Troy Terrain allegedly said, and this is a quote from this thing, Troy Terrain says, if you didn't hear me, I said I would like to do an R. Kelly on your seed, on your little baby girl. Wow, so that's incredibly disturbing and disgusting on all fronts. I mean, to say...
Wanting to do an R. Kelly on a 4-year-old is absolutely barnacles, bro. You deserve whatever happens to you.
That you would like to perform an R. Kelly on anyone, much less a little child. A little tiny 4-year-old child. I mean, to say that, you got to have something wrong with you. And I'm just so glad that the DA filed charges and that his career was ruined over this. I really don't think he was joking. I think he may have been serious. And I also want to say that this article...
Yeah, that's disgusting. Under no circumstances is that okay. Like, that shit is absolutely disgusting. That is... Wow, bro. A child? That's wild.
Says that Troy Terrain said mean things about Asian people. He said that DJ Envy's wife is a lo mein eater and that she is an Asian slant-eyed whore. So this Troy Terrain guy is...
Yo. This nigga? Whoa. things you can't say online.
Brain said mean things about Asian people. He said that DJ Envy's wife is a lo mein eater and that she is an Asian slant-eyed whore. So this Troy Terrain guy is one sick son of a bitch. And that's why I think he doesn't want people talking about him. And I don't think that he wants people to talk about this. So I encourage people to talk about this. This is an issue of public concern. Okay, this is news. It's newsworthy. Now, I do want to be clear that charges were dropped for this because he did agree to community service and probation, allegedly, from what I've read. So he's not convicted, and I don't want anyone to think that he's convicted of any crimes, okay? He's not convicted.
Hey, Flakko has those same type of outbursts. Remember, he got into it with old dude online. He said that he was going to R-word his 17-year-old daughter, or 15-year-old daughter, excuse me. Flakko's actually made them exact same types of threats. That's barnacles.
But the only reason they didn't press forward with the fullest extent of the law is because they didn't want the little girl to have to go through that, a jury trial and whatnot. So that's what happened, allegedly. Of course, I'm only reading this off the internet. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I just wanted you guys to know about that because I think it's important. And I also wanted to point out, just for a little comic relief here, that Troy Terrain tried to sue a city councilman for defamation for talking about this. The city councilman called him a and said he needed to be terminated from the face of the earth. Troy Terrain sued that city councilman for $55 million. Case thrown out. What? And so I found that to be funny because the city councilman was literally publicly stating that he was a pedophile, and the defamation case still got thrown out. I mean, what a pathetic fucking dope. He can't even, I mean, has he ever won anything in court? Has Troy Terrain
Imagine trying to sue somebody for defamation because they called you a pedo. You know what I'm saying? A PDF file, and they say actually it's not defamation because it might be true, and they don't throw the case out. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
He hasn't won anything in the CCB. I looked at all of his old cases. I don't think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think he's ever successfully sued anyone and won anything. I think the guy's just a kook. All right, so this ruined his career. He never fully recovered. I mean, he was on course, like I said, to be a huge, mega rich, mega lavish icon. I mean, I can't even tell you how big this guy was supposed to be, but he pissed it right down the drain, didn't he? And that's what I'm here to celebrate. So that was just a brief little...
And that's what I'm here to celebrate is sick.
Deal where, I mean, I just wanted to show you guys who is suing me, who took the video down about Jala's fraudulentness, and how he sent false copyright strikes. They both do. Jala and Terrain both think that they are entitled to abuse the legal process because they don't like what other people are saying about them. And they're going to learn the hard way, unfortunately, that they're not allowed to do that. So ever since this video got taken down by Troy Terrain, this video about Jala and how he sent me false copyright strikes and then sued me over it, that video's down. And ever since that video got taken down, Jala's been parading around lying about the facts of the situation. And unfortunately for him, I can't let that go. I'm going to cook his ass right now. And so I want to play you a clip.
Bro said, I can't let that happen. He's lying. I'm going to cook his ass right now. Wow.
Both think that they are entitled to abuse the legal process because they don't like what other people are saying about them. And they're going to learn the hard way, unfortunately, that they're not allowed to do that. So ever since this video got taken down by Troy Terrain, this video about Jala and how he sent me false copyright strikes and then sued me over it, that video's down. And ever since that video got taken down, Jala's been parading around lying about the facts of the situation. And unfortunately for him, I can't let that go. I'm going to cook his ass right now. And so I want to play you a clip. This is Jala. This is from the first video I made, but this is just showing him admitting to sending false copyright strikes and initiating a false legal proceeding against me just to get my information, just to get my address and phone number and full name. And that's what he did. And this is actually a textbook example of what's not allowed. Now, let me show you this.
Now, are the copyright strikes false? No. But do I even care if they're false? No. You see, I have no intentions on pursuing point and shoot on these copyright strikes. I never had any intentions on pursuing these copyright strikes. What? You see, the goal of these strikes, because everything is strategic. So my plan was file the copyright strikes, have him respond back, and have him give his full name, his full identity, under punishment of perjury. Now, are the copyright strikes false? No, they're not. Do I care if they are? I don't. My goal isn't a copyright strike. My goal is something much larger, and this is just the first step. Getting your identity by forcing you out of your rabbit hole with this copyright strike.
All right, so I want to keep things very simple here. So he just said that he didn't care at all about copyright at the time. It's not about copyright. He did this just to get my information. That was the sole purpose of sending me copyright strikes on YouTube. Now, he didn't send me any copyright strikes on Patreon. I mean, look up here. It says, describe the infringement. And he says, Fred Jala says, Michael Winters reposted the infringed work, which is not true. And it says, Michael Winters put my work behind a paywall. No, I didn't. There's no paywall on my YouTube channel. This is for YouTube. That's why you filled out the paperwork and said it occurred on YouTube. It's because this is a YouTube matter. This is not a paywall Patreon matter.
So if you post your content on Patreon and that content include videos and content of mine, well, in some cases it's fair use, but if you put it behind a paywall, well, then the fair usage is now a gray area.
So he said all this stuff. He said that he sent me a copyright takedown on YouTube just to get my personal information.
Flakko lies so much he forgets his lies, and then when he can no longer remember his lies, he just goes ahead and just adds new lies. But bro's one lie on top of one fib, on top of one flu flam, on top of one skulldug after the next.
So that he can do whatever he wants with it. And then he says that it's justified. What he's done is justified because I stole his work and put it behind my Patreon, where he can't send me a strike. You can send me a strike to Patreon. It just costs money. They don't have the little tool that YouTube does to take a video down. You actually have to pay have to pay someone to do a DMCA takedown. It's like $200. But Jala didn't want to spend $200, so he sent me a YouTube strike and then cried about Patreon on there. You can't.
Not big, bad, super driving the Benz, chillied all the way up. Flakko can't spend 200. No, not Flakko, not Flakko, not Flakko.
Do that. This is actually not allowed. That is DMCA takedown abuse, and it is punishable by law. So this next clip is from Fair to Say. This is Jala lying. So I don't know if he thinks that my video is gone forever and that no one's ever going to find out about this lie. I mean, I don't know if it was because Illa was sitting next to him. She may have been smelling really nice, and he may have gotten a little bit, he may have lost touch with what he was doing, because he commits a huge violation by way of lying, the most bold-faced lie you could possibly. Just watch this. Watch this.
Now,
shout out to Illa with her fine ass.
The thing he said that I sued him on was a copyright registration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Okay, so when Jala was describing to his audience why he struck my video down, he did not use the word copyright registration at one time. So this is a new version of the story. Let's continue.
At the time, though, it takes like a few weeks to a month, right? Mm-hmm. So I told him, hey, I need y'all to make a ruling right now that this is my content, right? Why? Because this YouTuber is claiming it's his content, right?
Oh, okay.
So hence I said, hey, here's the YouTuber and who's claiming it's from his content.
Yeah.
Here's why I need y'all to speed this shit up. Right? Mm-hmm. So he took that copyright registration shit, and
that's a totally different story than what he spoke on the first time when he was talking about it in his own video. This nigga is just a liar, a skulldugger, and a larcener. And the part about it that's crazy is that this nigga will lie, skulldug, larcen. And then at certain points, he just believes that this is now the truth. And then he'll continue to tell these stories and these lies with so much confidence, like he forgot that they were lies. That is narcissistic. That is a different level of mental disability and mental health problem.
Yeah.
And he made
look how he looks confused at the camera.
Yeah.
Look at his eye twitch.
Right? Why? Because this YouTuber
right here.
is claiming
look at his eye twitching.
Right?
Oh.
He has a twitchy eye. Look how stupid he looks with his stupid twitchy eye.
So hence I said, hey, here's the YouTuber and who's claiming it's from his content.
Yeah.
Here's why I need y'all to speed this shit up. Right? Mm-hmm. So he took that copyright registration shit and
looks at the camera lyingly. He lyingly looks at the camera.
And he made this whole fable of I'm suing him, which...
And I've had that happen before.
All right, so what Jala has just done in front of our very eyes is he told a 100% provable lie that I intend to prove right now that he was... I mean, this is insane. That is not what happened. I don't know why he thinks that... So he thought that I just wasn't going to make a video about this? What he did was he sent me a YouTube copyright strike, got my video taken down, and when I counter-notified him and saying that it's fair use, he sued me and said, no, it's not. I'm going to keep this video down as long as I can. And when I say sue, I mean take legal action against, meaning he's bringing legal action against me. That's suing someone. Look it up. Just because there's no courtroom and no lawyers doesn't mean that my video didn't get taken down and now it's being decided by a government institution, okay? Jala is suing me for copyright infringement for a few seconds of a reaction video. He can't even... So here's the thing. He says, oh, I was just registering my work with the copyright office.
So now what, we're doing now is, like whenever I make a video, I register it, right?
Right.
He can't do that. I said in the video before this, you can't register copyright on non-original works. Like you can't react to a video and then you can own the video or whatever and have it on your YouTube channel, but you can't register it as copyright unless you have the original owner's permission. This is what I talked about. I said, well, the 16 may have given written permission for Jala to own that footage, but like, Jala can't register all of his videos with the Copyright Office. He doesn't own the work. It's fair use. He's using other people's work. That's the point of fair use. You don't get to copyright other people's work just because you said something about the clip and then played the clip. It doesn't belong to you. You're just using it. Fair use. And so he says that he was in the process of registering his work with the Copyright Office. Well, that was a lie because he still hasn't done it. And I can prove it. This document right here says that they're about to dismiss the case because he hasn't registered his work yet. You have to at least have the app.
So you did all that, Flackiana, all those lies, all those fibs, all those 1-2 steps like Sierra, and you point and shoot, get him. Go ahead and just go for the one. Go ahead and unalive this whole situation. Point and shoot.
Application going. It says right here it's sitting in his cart, but he hasn't paid. So I guess he just lied to everyone, right?
It was a copyright registration, right? Now, at the time, though, it takes like a few weeks to a month, right?
So he just said that he applied for the copyright registration for this clip that he's suing me for, but I just showed you that he hasn't completed the application and that they're going to dismiss the case because of that. So he's just lying his fucking ass off, and he seems to be getting away with it, and I don't know why. I mean, he is in a room full of fucking idiots that don't know anything about copyright or fair use or even having a YouTube channel at all. They're just listening to him yap and they're going, oh, yeah. No, he's feeding you guys bullshit. You guys are all getting Jedi mind tricked by this Jala. And it's really pathetic and embarrassing. I feel very embarrassed for you guys. So Jala is filled with shit. He's a fucking lying fucking fraud. He's saying that
a point and shoot does not like Flacko. I thought I didn't like Flacko. Point and shoot does not like Flacko at all.
I can't.
He is saying this from his soul.
Use his content, that he can sue me for using his content. It's fair use. I don't care if you even have a registration. I don't care if you have everything registered with the Copyright Office. I can still use it under fair use. That's the definition of fair use, is using copyrighted work without the copyright owner's permission. That's fair use. So go ahead and get everything registered. I don't care. I'm still going to use it. It's fair use. And so we just watched Jala invent a new version of why he sent me the strikes with this whole copy.
Right, because he definitely just told an entirely different story than what he told the first time. This nigga Flacko just lies for the sake of lying.
Copyright registration, and that he's not actually suing me, even though he is. The video is still down to this day, and it will remain down until the case has been decided, okay? Now, in this next clip, I want to show you Jala getting, basically, people are praising me to him, and he does not seem happy, and I thought this was a very special clip. I want to play it for you.
No, but hey,
I do. Is it
The
okay
way
if
he's
I say
saying
that
it's kind of
like
hard.
that?
Like,
Because
what?
I do like the way that he says your name,
Jala.
and I say it. He says Jala.
What?
It's actually Jala.
How do you jolly? Yeah, like.
No, he gives it some flair.
It's the specific pronunciation of it.
Like, sounds like an African king, dog. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
it does.
You should really take pride in that shit.
I
Yo,
love it.
Jala.
Shout out point and shoot.
Oh, word. No. Oh, word. No.
Nigga say a word.
No, right? No, right?
All right, so I want to explain what's going on here. So, Poetic Manyango Jala is a known, well-documented incel. Okay, he doesn't have a girlfriend. He wants a girlfriend. He can't get one. He allegedly, according to him, had a girlfriend, but they didn't do any type of sex. They didn't do any type of, I don't even think that they've kissed. So Jala is a fucking incel. And so now he's sitting next to one of his biggest crushes, Illa, and Illa won't shut the fuck up about how much she loves the way that I talk. She loves the way that I break it down.
Oh, this nigga is burnt out. Point and shoot is sick, bro. That's right, bro. You riz up that situation. You riz up that situation. That's right, because Illa is a piece.
She loves
Illa
the way
is
that
gorgeous.
I say Jala.
She likes the way that he says Jala is barnacles. Point and shoot is a diabolical man. This nigga right here, point and shootington. I see what you did. I see what you did, point and shootington.
I love it. Shout out point and shoot.
Oh, word.
So that fucking killed him, and I just know that it did. I mean, the guy is pathetic as. I mean, his girlfriend. He said that he has a girlfriend, but he didn't. They didn't have sex. That they just like held hands and fucking sang kumbaya and shit like that.
You consider yourself an incel?
Nah,
Facts. How? Because you don't have sex, right?
It's voluntary though. We both have taken
That's not a girlfriend. I mean, think about it. In theory, if I were to date Jala's ex-girlfriend, I
don't think that that's really his girlfriend. I don't. I think that's his homegirl because they didn't do no kissing. They do nothing. Nothing about that video showed girlfriend. In this very low budget apartment. And again, I come from poverty, so I know what a low budget apartment looks like. This is a studio. This kitchen is attached to the living room, which is attached to the bedroom because it's all one room. I don't think that this is Jala's girlfriend because there's no kissing. There's no like. Look, y'all hear how I talk to TKP? We're clearly fucking. Clearly, y'all hear how I talk to TKP? Crazy. I spit in that girl's mouth and I let her spit in mine. It is what it is. You feel me? That right there, that's not no relationship. I refuse to believe that you hitting that. Cause nigga, especially you walk around with them things right there, yeah, right. Nigga be squeezing and grabbing and all kind of shit. Yeah, right. That ain't that nigga. Yeah, that ain't nah.
I would be getting Jala's sloppy firsts. What? You know what I mean?
His sloppy first is crazy.
I mean, he hasn't. It's and I want to say that I genuinely feel like Poetic Jala has the hots for Illa, like really bad. Why else would he be doing this show? Why else would he be on this show? Fair to say.
I mean, we all have the hots for Illa. Illa's beautiful.
He didn't show up to talk to these two bozos. He came to talk to Illa. And Illa likes point and shoot, meaning she likes to, laugh late at night watching me roast Jala. That's got to really crush him. You know what I mean? Now, I want to take this opportunity to ask.
That's right, point and shoot. Go for your kill. Riz her up.
All of you that are still watching this video, if you could please hit the like button and hit subscribe and leave a comment. That would really help out the channel. And that would really irritate Jala. He has really been enjoying the fact that that video about him got taken down, and he's been gloating about it.
I don't know what happened. You feel me? I think it's very unfortunate, right? That the bitch ass nigga shit is, got clipped.
You should copyright.
He would really hate it if this video did well. So, I mean, I don't even know what's going on, if I'm shadow banned or what. Like, I'm getting struck here and struck there, but I would really appreciate it if you guys would help me out and give me a little bit of likes, okay? So this next clip is going to be highly disgusting, I would say. And
it's crazy that niggas sit here and allow him to be around, and he's clearly making a mockery of LA culture. Look at him. He's a fucking buffoon. He's a monkey, for real. He's a monkey, for sure.
Has to do with Dijon Paul. Now, Poetic Jala has been making a lot of videos about Dijon Paul and his employment status at Figmunity World and calling for him to be fired and everything. And in one of the videos that Jala made about Dijon, he talked about how Dijon made fun of someone's dead relatives and how that was over the line. And there was this big bleeding heart video from Jala about how this was so inappropriate. Look at this clip.
Fun of Keem's parents, one of them actually being deceased. But this next comment is what a lot of people finally realize, okay, Dijon should not be at this company, right? Dijon goes on to say, Keem's parents' crack pipe used to stay in that fire, shout out, laughing emoji. Keem, one of his parents has passed away. Keem is really close to his mama. It's not okay. And people began to call Dijon out on this.
Nickel Boys is one of the most celebrated movies of the year. It has now been nominated for 5 Critics' Choice Awards.
No, it definitely got to be a conversation now about that's going too far.
That was way too far.
That was way too far, they said. Okay, well, I want to play you guys a clip from not too long before Jala joined No Jumper when he was talking about, when he was doing the same thing. He was talking about this this poor woman's baby lost their life, and Jala was making fun of it and telling...
Whoa. Talking about a kid, Flakko? Wow.
The grieving mother that she killed her baby and that she needs to go dig up her baby. And I thought that this was,
wow.
I vomited when I heard this. I went and I vomited. And so I want you guys to hear this.
She killed her baby,
Hold on, Vita.
Wait, pause though. I don't have no pictures, right? But look, this bitch killed her baby Oh,
no. Don't really.
See
what I mean? See what I mean? That's all you had to know fucking word. You made that tip because you thought that was gonna hurt me. No, bitch, it did not.
Oh, man.
No, bitch, it did not.
And I thought, go ahead.
No, bitch. All that extra stuff is thick. Bitch, swallow.
So Flakko's attacking kids. But this isn't the first time, the second time, or the third time. Flakko out here attacking kids, not even attacking children, attacking deceased children. Right. And this is who we're letting be around. The guy who's attacking deceased kids. Wow. This is the same guy who said that he was going to R-word somebody's 15-year-old daughter. Right.
Swallow. I know you know how to do it. I know you know how to swallow.
My daughter tombstone, you bum bitch. Come on.
No, dumb bitch, you the dumb. You the dumb. You live in a one room, pissy ass nigga. You a pissy ass nigga. I had your ass.
Wow, so this grieving mother's voice is trembling as she tries to defend herself against this Jala, and he's making fun of her for it, for her voice, for sounding like she may be crying, and he's laughing at her. Okay, let's continue.
You fucking monkey. I fucking monkey. You flying monkey, you. Hey, go help your people.
Yo, why can't we kumbaya, Flakko?
Baby, and can't buy her a fucking tombstone. Look, you just a bum
Yeah, fuck you. Bitch, you go get a tombstone. You think you gonna get away?
You're a bum
Okay, that's going on.
You ain't got no.
Wow, so not only is Jala a filthy, disgusting, rotten liar who smells physically, he's also a human piece of garbage.
What?
He is not, this is way over the line. This is even further over the line than Dijon's comments were. And I want to make sure everyone knows that Frederick Jala, Poetic Jala, represents no jumper. He represents Figmunity World. They love him over at Figmunity World. They give him platform. Ace Boy Pun loves Jala. He's always rooting for Jala. They all love this guy, okay? And they're all hypocrites at this point. And I just wanted that in the record, okay? So, loves Jala. He's always rooting for Jala. Poetic Jala represents no jumper. He represents Figmunity World. They love him over at Figmunity World. They give him platform. Ace Boy Pun loves Jala. He's always rooting for Jala. They all love this guy.
Hey, Pun, you famous now, Pun. You made it to a point and shoot video. That's the Punstigator. The potato is coming.
Okay, and they're all hypocrites at this point.
Again, shout out to Point and Shoot because he clearly watches Trap News Network.
And I just...
If you know, you know. If you don't worry about it.
Just wanted that in the record, okay? So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I really appreciate everyone who's hitting like and subscribe and leaving comments. It's really helping me out. And I just want to say thank you for doing that. And I'll see you on the next one.
All right, man. That is my man Point and Shoot. My man Point and Shoot. Speaking on his situation with Jala. You feel me? Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We gone.